All right,
Hey,
sounds good.
Greg. Hello.
Hello, Amanda.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Happy Monday, and yeah, can't complain. Ready to get the week
Yeah.
going.
My week is going really good. I'm here since Saturday night and Sunday yesterday. I already did the training to put my body on the line. So it's been really good. I'm really excited for this fight.
Yes, of course, and so are all the fans and everybody. I'm sure he's telling you they can't wait to see you back in there. It's going to be a very fun, exciting time. All your fights are very fun, Amanda. I mean, is that something that's important to you to go out there and have all these great fights and performances, and make sure that you put on exciting fights for the fans?
Oh, thank you. It's really good to listen this because we work so hard and inside the cage we need to make fun. We need to have fun. And when I did this, we put the vibe inside the cage. I think the audience, the fan, they receive.
Yes, definitely. I mean, your energy is so infectious. It's very easy to get excited and happy to watch you fight. So it's very easy. But for this one, obviously, Amanda, you'll be sticking with the flyweight division. Getting back in there with another great opponent there. But I'm curious. I wanted to ask you, like, what made you want to leave strawweight in the first place? It was especially after a great win over Verna. Like a lot of people would be like, "Oh, she just got that one. You can continue the momentum. Continue getting the strawweight wins." But what made you want to, go back to flyweight after that?
Don't leave for definitely the
Yeah.
strawweight, but I think I'm getting the opportunities. The UFC is getting me really good fight in flyweight, so I'm getting. And in flyweight, I can accept the fight with 2 weeks because I train normally constantly, and in strawweight I need more time to take a fight. So UFC offer me, oh, do you want to fight? I don't know, this date in flyweight me. Okay, so I'm getting all the fights, and thank God I'm doing good, and that's it. I hope this year I can do in strawweight division too, one fight, maybe one fight, but it is.
Yeah. We'll see. It's kind of whatever presents itself, right? Whatever opportunity is there, you're like, I'll do it. Sure.
Yeah, yes, I'm here. I need to fight. I'm a fighter, so
Yeah.
let's go.
Definitely makes plenty of sense. And I'm curious too, like, have you noticed any big differences, between fighting in the 125-pound division than strawweight? Like, or is it just the weight for you or the opponents? Like, are there any big differences between the weight classes?
For me, it is my diet because in strawweight I need to do a hard diet, and in flyweight I do a diet too, but not so hard. And for the fighter, the division in strawweight, I think they are more fast. They all the time, they don't stop. It's all the time pushing, pushing hard. And in flyweight, I think they are more strong. It's strong like.
Mm-hmm.
So this for me is the best difference between the divisions.
Okay, yeah, definitely makes sense. The straw weights, yeah, they're definitely very very quick, and you got to keep up with them. So it's a tough thing to,
Yeah.
I'm sure, manage. Very talented fighters all around, but of course you got a good one in front of you too with Maycee Barber, who she's doing her thing. And I'm just curious, what have you made of this recent stretch she's been on? Have you been impressed with her wins recently? And just what are you kind of expecting out of her as your opponent in this next fight?
Yes, for me, Maycee Barber, she is really strong and she has a good conditioning. I was fighting her last fight, not just her last, but all her fights is good to study. I like to study, and that's it. His best point for me is her conditioning and her heart too. She has a good heart. She all the time going for the to finish the fight and kicking and punching and go hard. So this is a good point for me because I like the fight like this. We put a lot of energy. I like this.
Yeah, and I know that you
I
said
said,
I know that you said you're not done with the strawweight division necessarily just yet. Whatever opportunity presents itself. But I'm curious, like, what do you think a win over her does for you in the division? Like, again, this would put you on a winning streak. She's a good name to have. Like, how close do you think? I guess how much do you think it put you up the rankings a win here?
For me, I think for sure, of course, depends the way this fight goes. Like if goes, it's a boring fight, not be good. So I hope, really hope we do a good fight, exciting fight. My arms to the top, and if the fight goes like this, for sure I can go for top five.
Yes, that would be very exciting to see for sure. And when you look at kind of the matchup specifically here, Amanda, like, is there anything with Maycee that you kind of look at that she brings to the fight that you want to avoid? Like something that you're like, all right, this is an area that, maybe you'll be fine testing yourself there, but what will be best to avoid where maybe she's most dangerous?
His her time on the fight. I don't want to her put her time on the fight. I want to put my style, my time, and my distance, because if she put this, will be not good for me, no? So I'm all the time getting my fight, not her fight.
Yes, of course, all about that time management. So that's a very important
Yeah.
get in quick out and all that good stuff. So, but some big news happened recently, Amanda. Speaking of Amanda's, Amanda Nunes, I mean your fellow Brazilian, the goat. I mean, she called it a career after another great win, and I just wanted to get your thoughts. I don't know if you were a fan of hers or anything like that, but one of the best ever. So, just curious, like, what did you make of her saying goodbye after a win? Like this was a big moment for her.
Yes, I am a big fan of her, of Nina too, and Regan, her children, and for me, she deserves, to rest a little bit. I think she will come back if some woman fight come to who, I don't know, winning to the division and is going really well, really well. Everybody's thinking, who will beat this girl? And then Amanda Nunes
Comes
come
back.
back and take her. I think this will happen, but now for me, Amanda did really good decision with Nina, and she deserved to enjoy a little bit without diet, you know?
Yes, definitely. She has earned it if anybody has. So congrats to her on a great career. And, it's been a great career for you too, Amanda. And, a lot of great highlights and whatnot. But I'm curious on the other side of things, like in your career so far, what would you say has kind of been the biggest learning experience for you? A moment in your career that made you be like, they taught you a lot. Maybe it wasn't in a fight specifically, but just throughout everything you've gone through, is there something that stands out?
I learn a lot in the training. It's crazy because I'm not training just my body, but my mentality. All the time we pushing so hard our bodies, and sometimes I am inside the gym and me, oh my goodness, today is not my best day. I'm not so good, but I'm putting my best inside, and I come to my home and it was not good, and it's not a good day, but I did my good.
Mm.
It's not my 100%, but I did 30%, but that day was my best. And all the time this helped me a lot. It's really good to thank this, and my teammates, they they teach me a lot. Sometimes they doesn't have too money, or doesn't have too time, or doesn't have too healthy.
Mm-hmm.
They are broke, and they are at the gym smiling and try to put everybody together, and everybody with that vibe.
Mm.
You know, my team is they teach me a lot. One time in my fight with Caitlin Chukage,
Mm-hmm.
I I was at the doctor before the training, and the doctor say, "Oh, Amanda, you can't fight because you're bicycle." And I will start to cry. I mean, no, UFC offered me this huge opportunity against number two on the
Yeah.
ranking, and I don't will fight, and me start to cry. And I was going to the gym because I cry a lot.
Yeah.
Really, I cry. No, I cry a lot, and I start to go into the gym, and me, I will talk with everybody, then we'll fight. And then when I came at the match,
Mhm.
there everybody's screaming and logging and dancing. And I mean, no, I don't. You go out to this fight, and I talk to them crying. I
Yes.
was crying. And then, yes, Amanda, let's go with one arm. You don't have two arms. Okay, let's go with one leg. Just let's go. And me, yes, let's go. And I let's go, and that's how.
Yeah.
And I did my best there.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you got the fight of the night from it still, so got that. That's always a nice bonus to have, even if you can't get the win. That's a good consolation, but so, a good experience to go through, sure. But and Amanda, obviously, like we've been saying, very fun fights all the time for you, and great personality. So I'm curious, like, how important is it for you to be a good role model, and maybe for some young girls who maybe look up to you, or I'm sure you get some messages of support from people and things like that. Like, how cool is that for you, and how important is it for you to put, I guess, a good example for a martial artist and Brazilians and females and all that kind of stuff?
I love to be in a place like this. Like the people want to listen me, and when they listen me, they really listen. Not just read something. They Amanda say that. If Amanda say that, and she does that like that, and work, I will do for me and work too. So for me, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure because I truly believe on good vibes, and when you put the best vibes and when you help the people, when you do good things, these good things come back to you. So I truly believe on that, and the childrens, they need this because sometimes too much time on the social media,
Hmm.
and in social media is everything good, everybody is beautiful, everybody good, healthy. And sometimes it's good to show the true story,
Right.
the broke arm and still fighting, I don't know, crazy hair and still training, this crazy, not good nails and do interview.
Yes, the behind the scenes peeling back the curtain.
Everything is not perfect. You just need to be perfect, like to feel perfect.
Mm. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, that's a great message. Positive energy, all that good stuff, but while still keeping it real, right? So
Yeah.
that's great. You had the nails ready to go there. You.
Not perfect, but today it is.
Yes.
So what I
Yes.
will do?
Good enough. There's still some pain on there. It's good enough, but
Enjoy.